The Tallahatchi Bridge.
Some days, they just change your life. Forever there was then, and we can only live in the after. I have lived my life with a sorrow that came to me on the 3rd of June yesteryear. I had been away at school and I had gotten into town just in time for dinner. I was sitting with my folks having summer fixings when I remember Pa almost laughing as Ma said it. Billy Joe McAllister done did murder on herself today. And so my world ended where I thought it had began. That summer before, I was walking home, last day of school and all, crossing the tally like I've done a few thousand times before. It's a bridge that serves its purpose, but nobody put no love into her making. But every once in a while, God sees fit to shine a little extra light down on her, like the day I first met Billy Joe. She was throwing rose petals into the water, fat from the last of the spring rain. They say this bridge is cursed, she said to me. Nobody knows why, just a thing that is. You can feel it, can't you? This bridge is alive. It's becoming part of us the longer we stand on it. And we start to want what it wants. And what does a bridge want, I wondered? A bridge wants to be in the water, to be part of life, not just standing above it all the time. Our eyes turn down to the swelled rapids calling us to belong. And so I throw the flowers in to let them join the river to break the spell. I had never paid no mind to Billy Joe before. She was a few years older than me. She helped my brother find a frog to put down my dress one time, but when her pa got sick, she took the farm and lost her time for fun things. But Papa Joe could never have had a son that ran the farm like she could. She says she comes here once a week to listen to the bridge whisper and cast petals into the water. This became our special time that summer, a moment she could be free of the world and her thoughts could go where no woman should sometimes. But it was okay, because this was our time for crazy thinking and asking questions that could only be answered by God. And so I'd sneak away for a spell, telling no one, hoping Billy Joe might join me on the ridge. Every day I spent with her was like learning a new color, and the world became a more beautiful place. I said telling no one, but telling Brother Taylor on Sundays ain't like telling, because by summer's end I was doing my fair share of confessing. My mama had got me into a good school up north so I could get a right proper education. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to do anything but spend the rest of my days up on the ridge with Billy Joe. But she didn't want me to. She says this town is dying, and I got to get on that train going north and never look back. And so I did. I hadn't heard any of the goings-on in town until I was sitting back home. Billy Joe was just one small bit of gossip. Mama seemed like she was going to give me the history of every one of our neighbors' mishaps and adventures these past months, but I didn't hear it all that much. I couldn't wait to have spent enough time with them that I could get away, and once I did, I ran. I ran to the Tallahatchi, grabbing flowers as I went. She said to me that there was this place with miles of waterfalls. She said the falls of Iguazu was the most beautiful place on earth, but I was the most beautiful thing walking. So I got to the bridge, my hand heavy with flowers. I found a carving, the most beautiful thing walking. I knew then that that's where she jumped. I could hear the bridge whispering to me now. But I cast down the flowers into the water instead. I walked home ever so slowly. I vowed never to come back to that bridge again, for next time I was sure the whispers would call my broken heart into the waters as well. The walk home that day was the longest walk I've ever had taken. The following days, the longest of my life, till I could go back to school and leave Choctaw Ridge. But years later, I would hear about Emmett Till. Seems he fell in love with a woman he could never have, and some good old boys helped him to his grave, dangled him from the Tallahatchi. And I wonder if he heard those whispers as they put the rope around his neck. Did he feel the waters calling him as it rushed below his feet? And I wonder how many more lovers' hearts have been claimed by the Tallahatchi Bridge.